Hello. So in this video today, what I'd like to do is present my advanced self-healing body mindfulness meditation practice that I've been teaching now for 12 years and progressing it many years, advancing it quite in detail. And I'd like to take you through the basic steps of how you can help yourself to improve your ability to heal yourself, because your ability to heal yourself is phenomenal. We're just not taught it very much. And I think it's important to go into some detail about that and what I teach in the class every week. I run a few classes each week online on Zoom here, and I'd like to cover some of the basics here should you ever do a class or just use this information for your own personal use at home, which I think can be very valuable going by people over the years, lots of people over the years. So what I'll do is bring up the basic page that I show in my class every week. And I'll just show you here the screen. And what you'll see here is the basics of how to heal yourself. This is what I've developed over the years. And what we're going to go through here is this left side, the blue column. And this is what your intellect does. And we're going to cover what we don't want you doing when you're meditating. And on the right side is what we do want you doing, is observing your body with the real you and doing it with compassion. So there's a brief summary there. So to begin with, when you are meditating, this can apply to even your current practice as well, you want to let it happen. What we mean by that is don't try and make something happen. As soon as you try to make something happen, your head takes over, your ego takes over, and that's what runs the show, rather than you letting it happen from your body. So what this mindfulness practice is, and what you can do at home as well, is a meditation, but it's mindful meditation where you're observing your body, observing your mind, but mostly observing your body with all this here that the body does, and using it for self-healing, which I'll talk about as we go along. So here's the basics here. You want to let it happen, not make it happen. You want to stay awake, because if you're not off, not really going anywhere. And normally when people fall asleep, it normally means that you're either tired or you've just hit something really big that you really don't want to face. And your mind says, oh, let's just check out here. And if you stick with it, your mind will say, let's just fall asleep here. And you just miss it completely. So you really want to be staying awake. There's nothing to do. Goes along with letting it happen, not making it happen. Nothing to analyze, nothing to judge, nothing to compare. Whatever the stories that running through your head is not important. Why am I feeling what I'm feeling right now? What I'm thinking, is that important? No, it isn't. You can let go of all explanation or commentary in your head or interpreting, giving meaning to what you're noticing, what this means, memorizing. And in summary, it's all about not thinking. You want to let go all the thinking and just let it happen, basically, which is the top here. So if you're not thinking, what are you doing? Well, what you're doing is the right side here, and that is observing your body, and you're observing in this order, is what I've noticed over the years works best. Body sensations, top of the list. That could be tingling, buzzing, twitching, waves, feel queasy in your belly, pressure in your chest, itching, shaking. That's the body sensation. That's a great sign that something's moving, heavy parts or hot or cold parts. Energy movements, that's the tingling, a very fine buzzing, that life force within your body moving. I've noticed blood flow sort of thing, that the energy movements in your body. Actual big movements where you may get a twitch in an arm or a jerk or a jolt or a shake of a head, or toes, fingers may want to tap. You may want to feel a twist. Feelings where you may tear up, feel some sadness or anger or fear or love or pleasure, the nice feelings or feelings of trust in your body. Emotions, if they're really strong, a strong feeling which comes out with strong crying or strong anger where you've got to uh, clench your fist and really feel it, strong emotion where you feel like hitting or running or kicking. And then as we work down the list, images in your brain, in your prefrontal cortex there, behind your forehead, memories that may come up. And the last on the list is thoughts. The last thing we want to be aware of is the thinking, which is all of this here. We leave it to last. So keep, as soon as a thought takes over, you want to focus straight back on these top three here. And if this creeps back to a thought, back here again, what am I noticing in my body? So if you're not thinking, who are you? Well, you're this. You're the stillness, the awareness, the space, the spirit in the body. Or we can call it emptiness, call it your formless self, witness self, timeless self, because there is no time at this level. That spirit of you, which is formless, you're observing the physical body. And the thoughts, all of this stuff that the thinking does down here, you leave at the bottom. And of course, easier said than done. Do it all with compassion, mindfully with compassion, which means you don't sit there saying that, oh, don't sit there saying, oh, I don't like feeling this queasiness in my belly. Why is it still there? It's been there for years. I hate it. Why won't it go? I'm sick of it. I'm over it. Hear that? A lot of people say, I'm over it. That just means that your intellect's just tired of, you're tired of sitting there going over and over and over the same thing, and there it is. The best thing you can do when your intellect takes over during a practice or mindfulness practice or meditation practice is the best question you can ask yourself, I've noticed over the years, is what's happening in my body now? As soon as you realize your head's taken over, back to your body, what's happening in my body now? Start focusing down through your body, through the different segments of the body. And in the classes each week, I cover different aspects of different refinements of just what I described now, the bare bones of this process. And if you try it and do it regularly, things are going to shift. You're going to notice your body get lighter uh, and freer and healthier. And the beauty is it becomes self-healing. You can focus on an issue and it starts to dissipate, diffuse as your body releases the cause of it. And at the same time, the thinking that goes with it. It's very powerful work. You have incredible ability to heal yourself more than you realize. I've been doing this 30 years plus now, 30, 40 years almost, and refining it continually all the time. And I offer a lot of this teaching every week in this body mindfulness meditation class. The class runs a few times a week. You can check my website for actual times and dates, adjusted for your time period around the world. It's all done over Zoom, very powerfully. It's even better than in person, funny enough, which I discovered during COVID. Um, and it's a whole hour of instruction and guidance, 15 minutes to beginning, 30 minutes silence to let you do your bit and your body do its bit, and then 15 minutes guidance at the end, and half hour, roughly 20 minutes to 30 minutes, checking in with the group and a bit of teaching, focusing on a particular aspect of what I just showed you there with the summary. We cover a different aspect each time and also feedback questions. So you just get better and better at it the more you do it. Because if you get stuck, there's always a reason for it and there's always a solution. And so you just get better and better at healing yourself if you do it regularly. It's very powerful. Typical meditations when you first learn is to switch off the thinking. That's important. That's important to be able to do. That's one of the first step to be able to switch that thinking off. The next step, once you're able to do that, is to go further from the neck down, focus on your whole body. And as you notice what's happening in your body, help to release the trauma that's been sitting in your body which leads to mental issues, physical issues, health issues, heart attacks, cancers, they're all linked to stress, which is all sitting there in your body. And why not work on it each day and release it? Because you've got that ability, had it from birth, uh, and it's an internal process. If you go to a doctor, the medical world, that's an outer process where they work from the outside in on your body, working on your body. This process is working from the inside out. With the real you, which is the spirit, formless you, uh, goes in, observes, and as you learn how your body heals, and I'll cover that more and more in the classes, then you can start to do it for yourself and release all manner of things and heal all manner of things that uh, doctors then scratch their heads and can't understand how you did it. And of course, when you get stuck, that's when you see a therapist, and that's where I come in with my private practice work now for 30 years plus now. If people get stuck and you really can't move something, then it's good to have a few sessions, move it, and then back again. Once you've shifted that rock or whatever it is, that blind spot, that numb spot that you just couldn't find a way in, then off you go again, working on it yourself uh, until you get stuck again. And yeah, so I'm there to help people one-on-one to heal these things just enough so you can do the rest yourself, and your body will do the rest itself. And half the time, you don't even have to know what the memory is or where it came from or fully understand it. That's all the thinking stuff, that left column there that I showed you. And that's not that important once you close your eyes and go within. So very powerful. Uh, Price very low. You don't have to commit to many sessions. And for any sessions, really, you can just do one-off sessions and go off again and come and go as you like. There's no fixed number you have to do. Although it certainly is over the years now, a core of people that just keep coming back regularly and just keep improving and keep healing things that never thought they could heal. Uh, so, any questions, feel free to email george@relaxedmind.com and happy to respond to questions if you have any. Thanks for watching.